Christina Dune here, and coming up, starting this Monday, the 1st of October, is Project Runway New Zealand. It all starts on TV2 at 7:30 p.m. Who will win and who will walk? Our host for our New Zealand season is going to be Georgia Fowler. She's 25. She is a native Kiwi, and she is also a Victoria's Secret model, much like Heidi Klum from the U.S. version. Anxious to see what kind of great outfit she's going to be wearing. Judges include Sally Ann Mullins from Fashion Quarterly. She will be judging, as well as Judge Benny Castles, director and designer for high-end New Zealand fashion brand World. Let's meet those contestants. Up first, we have Nicole Schmidt, 28, a mom from Hawke's Bay. Nicole describes herself as naturally chaotic. Nicole isn't having fun unless there's drama in her life, or in Project Runway's case, the workroom. Nicole's area of expertise is lingerie and tailored jackets. She has a strong attention to detail, especially when working with lace and hard materials like metal and chains. Lennon Wakawa, 27, from Invercargill, a caregiver. Imagination and thinking about what to create, then designing it, is Lennon's strongest trait as a fashion designer. Lennon wants to encourage a younger generation to embrace their uniqueness and what defines them as individuals. Being a passionate advocate for the transgender and gender fluid community, Lennon doesn't like being defined by gender, believing it only limits people's creative minds. Up next, we have Carrie. Carrie Ranganui, 33, from Whangarei, a pattern maker. Carrie left Wanganui 10 years ago with no money and a car filled with clothes to fulfill his dream of working in fashion in Auckland during the 2008 recession. But instead of giving up and moving home, he painted fences and cleaned swimming pools, spent 6 years on a dairy farm just outside the city before landing the perfect role, working with Karen Walker as a pattern maker. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. A lot of hard work there. Up next, Beth Hornsby Hunt, 31, Auckland, a fashion student. Not one to stick to the norm, Beth considers herself refreshingly honest, seeing fashion as a freedom of expression, and some of her previous designs include skulls, zombies, blood splatter, and even a taxidermy duckling or two. She's not concerned about making friends and isn't going to let anyone get in her way. Maxie Williams is 38, from Christchurch, an alternative education tutor and mentor. He grew up playing rugby and partying, and he never expected to swap sports for sewing. He ventured into the world of fashion after stumbling across a Picasso exhibition and being absolutely captivated. When he finally revealed his love of fashion to friends and family, he found himself being ridiculed and told to quit. But instead of giving up, he continued to study and now has his own label focusing on streetwear called Disciple of Discipline. Caitlyn Crisp is 22. She's a Christchurch resident, a retail assistant. Everything about fashion makes Caitlyn happy. It's just that simple. Her friends describe her as loving, positive, energetic, and a bit bonkers. She's bright and has a happy personality and sure to lighten the mood in the workroom. Her point of difference as a designer is she tends to make pieces too difficult to mass produce. Up next, Benny Moala, 29, from Arrowtown, a retail assistant. With a background in women's wear, particularly in evening wear and streetwear, Benny is hoping to wow the judges with his usage of alternative fabrics, and he's not one to shy away from a challenge. He's looking forward to seeing what he can create with the limited budget and time. He's a self-confessed diva. Camille Richard is 22. She's from Auckland, and she is a handbag designer. She is a happy, positive person who's always looking for an adventure. Camille doesn't find it hard to stand out because her purple hair does it alone. She's looking forward to all the experience that she's going to gain from Project Runway and all the challenges and time constraints and all that good stuff. Boata, 37, from Auckland, a retail store salesperson. Grew up in San Francisco, Bo felt like something was missing in his design aesthetic, so he decided to make a change and move to New Zealand to get closer to his Tongan roots. He may seem sweet and kind, but don't mistake that kindness for weakness. He is here to win. Up next is Benjamin Alexander, 23, from Auckland, a designer. I would love to get my hands in this hair. With a background in women's wear, the most important thing to Benjamin is making women look and feel good. Living and breathing fashion, he believes that being a designer or any other creative isn't a want, it's a must. Fashion is why he's here on this planet. He's not there for drama unless someone has something to say about his work. Judy Gao, hope I'm saying that right, Judy, 24, from Auckland, a fashion designer. Judy is one of the only self-taught designers on the show. She is a dark horse of this competition, so we wish her luck. Since the age of 13, she's always dreamt of becoming a fashion designer. And for looking for a dress to wear for a high school ball, she created her own. And with that new skill, she's gone from there. Jess Hunter is 23, from Auckland, a retail assistant. Working under pressure won't be an issue for Jess. Having 3 years experience working at a bridal dressmaking store had its pressures. Can you imagine? Yeah. She has 3 older sisters, and she already has a competitive instinct with, so we'll see her. She's loud and outspoken too. Up next, Matt Costello, 26, from Nelson, a nursery worker. Matt is an everyday Kiwi bloke, but with a difference. He loves a gun on a sewing machine. Considering himself the underdog in the competition, Matt is hoping his confidence and positive attitude will hide his lack of practical study and knowledge that others may have. With a background in streetwear for men, creating women's wear, oh, that'll be interesting. Misty Ratima, I hope I'm saying that right, dear, 40. She is from Napier, and she is the youngest looking 40-year-old I've ever seen. Girl, you look awesome. Wanting to be pushed out of her comfort zone, she's a mom of 4. She applied for Project Runway, taking influence from her Maori culture. Misty feels the story behind the design is key to relating to your audience. It all starts, guys, Project Runway New Zealand, Monday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on TV2. Join us each week to find out who will win and who will walk. Have a great night, everybody. See you next time.